Hi again, and welcome back to another playthrough. Last time we made some headway on the puzzles and actually went into this scrapyard and found a lot of nice, interesting things over here. We have this Ari. I remember those species. I think that was an Ari. And then inside of this garage where we went in, there we have a communication device for the Villain. And if I don't remember incorrectly, I think we have a Villain message at Farley's. So that could be something that we could start off doing today, running over there and fetching that code. And we need at the moment 3 number code to get into the passage shop here, and we also need a 6 number code to get into the tower, or call the tower. So that could be an interesting thing to keep a lookout for. See if we can see any numbers here. I guess these are just... This is the alien species that we read about earlier. See here. Can't go back the pages. And just turn the pages down, okay? Villain, yeah. Those guys. Okay, so you push up there. I don't remember what the first race was called. These guys. Mufang, yeah, of course. So, let's see here. That was the seed information, and then we have the old documents over here. As it was this one that I thought about. So let's turn on the projector and wind it over there. So, actually see connections. I don't really know if it's required to see the dots, but I guess it can't hurt. So there we have it. Then we just need to memorize this pattern. Now I have drawn it, I think, on pen and paper. So let's head over there and see what happens if we turn the speak device on and put in that code, because that really looks like code to a Villain message. I don't think I've seen any of those messages anywhere else. So that might be a bit obscure. Then we have also turned on all electricity, so it could be fun to run over to the caves and see if we can get in there, now that we have electricity. So here we have this, and then we have to draw the pattern. We have to separate this one, and then we need to draw, see here, that, and then we draw this shape and hit enter. What happens? No. Clear. And that, and we have this shape. What does it say? Nothing. So that doesn't give us anything. So here we have, so it's not a 1. It could be a part of that structure. And then we have tree up top. This one is ruled out as well. This weird one is also ruled out. This one is ruled out. that one could be one of them. Strange. So I wonder if I do this. Okay, I see, we did this last time. 406. Now that's interesting. That's one possible code for the shack up there. Let's try that out. Then we should go up. Let's see here, we have to go through the portal to the other side and then head back, further back, so we get to this ridge, I guess. Or so it seems. See here. No, we have to go into the tunnel in the middle. That should be it. So we go in here. Awesome. And then we move over here and go into the tunnel in the middle. I guess. Here. And then we end up here, yeah? And then we should be able to get to the door and try the code out. That was a nice little nugget of information we gained there. It's a small but sufficient puzzle. See here, 4. Yes! Nice! Okay, we are up here! This I remember. This is the door over to the tree. So we are behind the tree, right? Yeah. Oh, we have so many paths now to go back and forth. Sweet. A large sheet of paper. Nothing. Or is it paper? Is it metal? So hard to see in the light. No, it should be cardboard here. Okay, so here we have an elevator. Perhaps we can get underneath the tree here. And here we have... Okay, mayors. So the first mayor, I guess, was Luther Roscoe. And then we had Carl Hunrath, John Farley, Benjamin Sams, Carlin Farley, and Joseph Peter Jansen. So this guy, we haven't met him yet. But Caroline we have seen, and Carl Hunrath, I guess, was the one with, or was Joseph Peter Jansen the one with all the transmissions? The first guy we saw. See here. Mr. Mayor, at your behest, here is the information pertaining to Bleeder, its history, and some of the engineering behind it. So the Bleeder is the one in the lake over there, near the train track. The Bleeder project was designed and built at the request of the Mayor Sims to collect and dissipate the ever-increasing power in the entire ecosystem. Mayor Sim was reluctant to allow the system to come into fruition, as he and others had become suspicious of the Mayor Farley's death. He believed that without knowing more precisely what would happen to the cell wall at fruition, it was ill-advised to allow it to possibly open, thus allowing what might be outside in and what might be inside out. Okay. The system has the capacity to throttle all 4 connected worlds. The idea, as you you are well aware, is to suppress the ecosystem power and thus inhibit full maturity of the tree. It was postulated and since became apparent that this suppression will keep whatever unknown maturity process from happening and grant us a direct control over the tree fruition. Okay, and what is gained by that? The rate of dissipation is sensed and regulated automatically. The power is collected through Verlaine engineered extruded cables that attach directly to the dome membrane. Okay, so it is actually attached up in the dome. I didn't see that. We have to look at those cables later on. When the maximum power level is exceeded, the disruption phase is triggered, creating an electrical charge followed by discharge into the water. Though the electrolysis and an amount of hydrogen and oxygen is generated, we capture some of these elements for our own use, but the great majority is released into the atmosphere. This gazing might be a cause for concern, were it not for the ecosystem's ability to filter and maintain our atmospheres at near ideal levels. Excess hydrogen and oxygen content and pressure generated by the process is rebalanced quickly by the membrane. And as you know, we discourage swimming in the bleeder as it is operational. Well, that could be a good thing to keep in mind. Best regards, CV. Yeah. So he built the bleeder. That wasn't really something that boggled my mind, but now we know. Okay, so we can get down here as well. So we have all manner of walking from point to point. Okay, here we have another warning about this artifact that we shouldn't look at. Let's see here. Here we have a turning. Okay. And it says DC underneath. Okay. Do it say anything on the lid? No. Back a reward item. No. Nice little. See here. Special consent section 2. Discussed final approval of Farley's plan will regard to the imminent attack. The full council vote was unanimous, and I gave my final approval. Preparations update. Farley says that tunneling is almost complete. Tham informs us that the Verlaine just completed their construction and have started testing. Special Council Session 12. Okay, so that wasn't 2, it was 11. No one attended. I will inquire as to the reason for their absence. It appears that the council members feel like we're having too many meetings. Since plan has been approved, perhaps we can reduce our meetings to the very 2 days, to every 2 days for now. While I was asking Cecil about this absence, I was also inquired about securing the tower area. Okay. So he had a meeting every day. Yeah, people don't really show up to meetings when they are too close to each other. Special council meeting session 13. Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access, so it was decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents the location as they were being chambered. I also had him change the upper tower access code. The clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Okay. I have decided to bring some of the more important mayor's logs with me for chambering, specifically the initial 100th log, and then the logs that document the history of our conflict with the Mofang. I would think we would have an extra chamber available for historical documents. Okay. Special Council Meeting 14. Only Tham attended. He informed me that because of the dire circumstances, the others were entirely either extremely busy or not inclined to have a long discussion about the situation. I told him I would suspend the regular special council session and we would simply meet as need arose. I paid the first visit to Farley today. I asked her to check on the availability of the chamber for the documents. So, and then it went 4 days. I've spent the last few days collecting documents. I have divided them into two categories, chambered and vaulted. The vaulted are less important, but obviously worth making an effort to save. They can be moved into Farley's vault area. The vaulted category will also include any books that we managed to collect through the years. And then 2 days later, with less than a week remaining before the chambering begins, the population is tense. We had several town hall meetings to try to answer any questions, but the realities of the current situation make it difficult to assess fears or assure fears. Next day, Farley has informed me that there is one final confirmation from Kavar. If Farley doesn't hear from her by the end of 3 days later, then there is no turning back. There is an odd justice to Farley's plan, in that whatever the Mofang bastard sends to kill us will be returned back to them. Okay, that's an interesting turn of event for the Mofang. 2 days later, Special Council Session 15. A special meeting was called to go over the plan for the final time. Farley had several instruction sheets to distribute to the Mofang weapon illustration. A list of all souls that will be used as a basis for the chambering manifest, and summary of the summary of the battle plans. These will be distributed as necessary. No word from Kavar. And the day that Kavar should come back with an information, Farley tells me that there will be at least one chamber available for historical documents, and other extra chambers will be loaded with emergency provisions and medications in case of either 100th or Murray are completely destroyed. No word from Kavar. And the day after, no word from Kavar. Death is on our doorstep. Curse the Mofang devils to hell. And the next day, I'm leaving to be chambered. This journal will remain here to inform any future souls of what the last days were like. Okay, so we had some running with the Mofangs, and they all chambered up to not be killed by the Mofang when they came. And Farley had some devious plan to actually send their attacking forces or their bomb or anything like that back their way if they sent anything. See here? Okay. So that does nada, zip, nothing. I guess we need power to this place as well. Okay, so this is a part of the tower structure. I guess we can't go down there until we solve this tower puzzle. But as we can see here, the code that we need is below the first mayor. I wonder what he could be meaning by that. Luther Roscoe. Luther Roscoe. I guess that beneath. Let's look at that clue again. What was the wording? A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. Okay. So Roscoe was the first mayor, Luther Roscoe. I guess these don't have anything to do with that. Can't really see the meaning of those. Let's go to the cemetery, see if we can find Luther Roscoe over there, naming on them. So perhaps Luther is up here as well. Benjamin Sims. Okay. Luther Roscoe. So here we have him, but we don't have any code here. Beneath. Might be doing this the hard way. So it could be Luther or Roscoe. That could be the code as well, because we have a number pad with number, and both Luther and Roscoe are 6 digits on that pad. So that could be. So let's go to the number pad then and find out which numbers Luther Roscoe is on that pad. Oh, wait a minute. I remember that. Let's see here. Luther Roscoe. So number 1 didn't have any numbers. 0 was operator, and the other numbers were A to Z. So with a bit of pen and paper, I should be able to solve that. So I guess Roscoe is the most prevalent. So then we have, that should be 7, right? 7, 6, 8, 2. Let's see here. 6. No. Damn it. See again. 7. 6. 8. 2, and then we have 6. Oh, why do I do 7 all the time? 7. 7, 6, 8, 2, 6, 3. Nope, that wasn't it. Then it could be 5, 8, 8, 4. Let's see here. 6. 8. No. Then we had 500 BH 3 BH. So then it would be 500 B H. Then we had 3. Nope. 500. And if we remove the zeros, we could have 5 and B H 3 B H. Oh. So we could get in there. We can't get up the tower, but we still need a code. And welcome back. And I feel a little bit like an idiot. The code is hidden beneath our first mayor. So this is the first mayor. This is the second mayor. And the code could be 010220. I might have been doing this a little bit hard on myself. Here I said 0, 1, 0, 2, 2, 0. Nope. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, S. Okay, so they jumped over the queue. That's a difference. PRS, and then we have T, U, V, and W, X, Y. Go with the train on the other way and shoot at stuff and so on. Could be handy. Get it pointed in the other direction. Maybe we can go in there. Finally. Go, go, go. So we should go up and through the scrapyard and back again to have the train turned the other way around. So now we're here, we have to switch. riding one of your trains. Na 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 na. Just riding one of your trains. Go go go! Run run run! Into the train yard. Goes fast, but still slow pace. And around we go. And we go back out there. So now I guess we need to turn this switch because we can't really go out on the deep end here. Wonder if we... Okay, so we were able to shoot those rocks wherever they were. So let's back up and look if we remove them. Yes, we did. So now we can get on here if we can find that tunnel, wherever that is. That tunnel should be somewhere inside, somewhere inside of the town, in one of the houses. So yeah, made progress there too. La da da da. High to the danger zone. Gonna ride it to the danger zone. On the highway to the danger zone. See here, we can now switch over and down this way around. Wonder if that makes any difference for the stones over here, but we can try it. Show if we can shoot those. Nope, those are immovable rocks. Good to know. Those we have already shot. So let's see here. Could go inside there, but that wouldn't give us anything. I guess we haven't tried already all the things that are shootable up here. That only goes in there again. could go back into the scrapyard, but I'm not sure that that will give us anything. If we go down here, I guess we could do some shooting over here. That doesn't give us anything, but we could kill that off. Then we have to go see here. Could try to go in. We haven't been in there for a while. Might have something in here. Didn't give us anything. If you like this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and leave a nice comment. And I'll see you back in the next video.